During the failed military Trump parade over the weekend, Donald Trump attempted to give what some might consider a speech. He did mostly use words from the English language that I recognized, but Trump really struggling to read. And as often is the case, really struggling with the word infantry.
There is no earthly force more powerful than the brave heart of a U.S. infantryman.
Infantryman. And as you can see, you see that glitch. See that shoulder glitch? This is that thing we've been talking about for a long time. Pop. Look at it. Just pops right up. Boom. Boom. When Trump glitches on words, he has a physical twitch. It's a very odd thing. The crowd did sing happy birthday to the dear leader, and Trump was presented with a gift, if you can imagine anything more vomitous. When the crowd, if you're just listening, when the crowd starts singing happy birthday, first of all, Trump is standing behind Melania like he's stalking her like prey. And then a service member brings a flag out for Trump.
This flag, which was flown over our nation's capital in free fall during the Army's 250th birthday celebration.
There you go. A really inspiring moment. Donald Trump closed out the military parade by delivering the oath to new members of the U.S. Army.
I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend.
You can tell that the material is really connecting with Trump in a deeply spiritual and visceral way.
The Constitution of the United States of America. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith. And allegiance to the same.
I hope no one's eating during this.
And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations. And the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
Trump is a great respecter of laws and codes, as you know.
And the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Welcome to the United States Army and have a great life.
There you go. Have a great life. Don't ever come near me again. Okay, and then finally, Donald Trump awkwardly standing on stage has to be asked to leave. Imagine if this were Biden. And one of the things that happens is you'll see someone come up to Trump and say, it's time for you to get off the stage. Trump hesitates to make it seem as though that's not what he was just told. And he's going to decide for himself where to go.
Ranger School is the best life insurance for our Army. It will always end with two people facing off with each other, and we need young leaders to be able to close with and destroy the...
He doesn't know where he is. People need to tell him where to go. All right, so listen, cognitive decline aside, the opposite of everything we need in this country right now, okay? Symbols of loyalty to Trump above law, classics out of the authoritarian playbook. We sing happy birthday to the dear leader. We bring a birthday present to the dear leader. We placate the dear leader and he says he wants 40 tanks. Well, then we get 80 tanks just so we really do the job very well. Trying to project power by rolling tanks, no matter what is the reality of Trump's lack of knowledge and lack of intellectual rigor. But as long as we get the symbolism right, then people will think he's big and he is strong. So Hard to imagine. I don't remember any weekend, single day even, forget about it. I don't remember any single day in my entire time covering American politics where we saw such contrast between 5 million Americans, patriotic Americans, coming out and saying, we defend the Constitution, democracy, the rule of law, the American flag as a symbol that we're taking back, against kings and even worse, dictators. On the one hand, hard to think of a more patriotic movement. And then on the other hand, a relatively small group of the biggest Trump suck-ups who couldn't care less about the rule of law, couldn't care less about democracy, couldn't care less about what the founders wanted with the Constitution, and just want to cheer the most sort of stereotypical symbols of military power in the worst sense, not power in that we have the power to bring people up by showing them how we do things in the United States and how we respect the law and respect the Constitution and respect the media. No, just here's some tanks, squeaky tanks, rolling down Constitution Ave in Washington, D.C., as the great leader sort of sleeps and sometimes claps. Hard to imagine any single day with bigger contrasts in this country. The disastrous nature of the weekend was not lost on the Trump administration. After the break, I'll show you how they attempted to recover from it. Make sure that you are signed up for free to my YouTube channel. Get my daily Substack newsletter. So many free ways to support the work that we do. I've been using Graza olive oil for years, and I am super excited that Graza is now a sponsor of the show. Graza olive oil is always fresh. It's never blended. They use one olive from one region in Spain, no mysterious blends. It's a traceable and fresher product. And the packaging is super practical. None of these messy, drippy spouts. Graza oils come in easy to use squeeze and spray bottles. They've got 3 types, super simple. Frizzle for high smoke point cooking, sizzle for everyday cooking, and drizzle, which is more for garnishes and dressings. I've been using Graza oil in my house for years. I love everything about it, and my audience gets 10% off the trio, which comes with all 3 of the varieties that they offer in a squeezy bottle. So you are all set for every style of cooking. Go to graza.co and use the code PACMAN. The link is in the description.